Today was the Gen 9 starters, and we'll be actually ranking them from are they good or bad starters. Okay, we all know the giant Zodiac thing. I already talked about that thing. That Zodiac theory is done for, I think, at this point. The Gen 9 starters. So these are the new. Okay, come on. Okay, Pokemon. I have to look up the name. Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. Why do you have to be so difficult, Google? But these are the three starters. Okay, Spregatio, which is in, yeah, we know that's in Spanish because it's like cat. Fuecoco and Craxui. So this is a reason that's gonna probably be based off the Iberia area. Yeah. I think another good reason to base a Pokemon reason off would be Mexico, but I think they want to do Iberia first. And I think if they do a Mexico reason, one of the stars would have to be an eagle, of course, because that's like on the flag. So, you know, with again the duck, so it doesn't them all. So cat, if you like cats, you'll probably like the starter because it's just a cute cat. You know, it looks like a pretty cool pet already. And then we have this Fuecoco, which is a crocodile Pokemon, which again, crocodiles are not part of the giant Zodiac. Okay. And of course, they have your typical starter abilities: Blaze, Overgrow, and Torrent. Which, of course, you know, for people who want a different ability, there are some hidden abilities do exist. So, if you want to put a starter, I wonder what the hidden abilities would be. But they are bringing back abilities in this game, so abilities will be a Soulfire thing. And of course, you have the Duck Pokemon, which this Pokemon has drawn some criticism because it looks too much like Ducklet. Which already, I never understood why people hated Ducklet, but Craxui, you know, there's different species of ducks. And I think a duck starter is a pretty good idea. I think Craxui will turn into a water flying. Fuecoco could be turned into a fire ground type. Because we do have a crocodile Pokemon that is a ground dark type. Not even a water type at all. So it's the second crocodile Pokemon that is weak to water type. And of course, it's Bigredo, who is a cat. And will they have second types? Because the Gen 8 stars didn't have a second type. But Spregatio, I think, will probably be Grass Fairy, Craxui water flying, and Fuecoco will probably be fire ground as well. But the problem is it will be double weak to water type, so I don't think they'll probably give it the ground typing. I think they'll probably give it probably not dragon typing, or they might not even give it a second typing at all. You know, Craxui, I think it's gonna be fire, water, flying, and grass fairy, and Fuecoco could be again, they could just go down the firefighting route again. I know everybody hates that combination. I don't think it wouldn't work on a crocodile. It's a fucking crocodile. It won't work, okay, on a crocodile, okay? Another type that could be represented would be Steel type, which would be super effective against Spregatio, though. So, there's a problem, the sign type, because, again, if they do ground and rock, fire, rock, or fire, ground, Craxui would be strong against it. It can't do the three primary types. But now it doesn't base out the design. So, it's a cat. 8 out of 10. Fuecoco is basically a fire type Totodile. Totodile is a pretty cool Pokemon, so 8 out of 10. Craxui, well, it looks like a duck that wants to serve in the military. Best design of them all, 10 out of 10. But I think all of them are pretty good and well established starters. And of course, we're going to have the awkward teenage years, and of course, the badass final evolutions. Whereas I think the duck, you know, here as well. So, yeah, Fuecoco can't be Fire Dragon because they couldn't even make Charizard Fire Dragon, so they're not gonna make Fuecoco Fire Dragon. But again, if you make a Fire Dragon, it give this guy Fairy typing. And you give Craxui Steel typing, it would actually be a pretty good combo because Fairy types do exist now. Dragon types are not overpowered, so Spregatio will be super effective against that type, and of course, give Craxui the Steel type, and it'll be like, you know, the Gen 4 starters. You have the primary type that's super effective, of course, you have the secondary typing. that would be super effective against it. So, it would be like a freeway deal. But, that wouldn't make any sense. Of course, you can just keep leave them PL types, which would make the most sense. Make Craxway fire water fine, which would give Spaghetti a disadvantage because, again, Craxway is a duck, so it would make sense that it would become a fine type at the end. But it might not become a fine type, it might become a different type. We really have to wait to see what happens with these three Pokemon and what they turn into at the end. But there are people who have already made... This is funny. This is so funny. But I wonder if fans have made it. Yeah. Again, they might just be like Gen 2 and Gen 8 where they don't have a secondary typing, but it's very, very well for starters to not have a secondary typing at the end. Gen 7 had secondary typings. That was Fairy, Fighting, and Ghost. So, and of course Gen 6 had secondary typings. And Gen 5 didn't have secondary typings except for Emvor for some stupid dumbass reason, but, also had secondary. So I think the Grass, Fairy, and Steel types could work because they all go against each other. That would be a pretty cool secondary type triangle. That would add an extra layer of strategy to these new Pokemon as well. And also, they're based off of Spanish things, so. So, yeah, Water Fighting, Fire Steel, Grass Fairy. That would be another one as well. And yeah, someone came up with this as well. Steel, because of Saber, Fire Dragon, looks like a Ghost Pepper, and Grass Fairy. Because, and again, but that would basically be for it as well, so. But maybe they're playing the Zodiac to other types, which would be pretty funny because it would have two Tiger, Cat Pokemon as well, so. Oh yeah, if Quaxley becomes a pilot, they'll be the best starter because it's a pilot Pokemon. Yeah. And they all counted the weaknesses similar to from rival types similar to Gen 3 starters, so, yeah, it makes a lot of sense there. But I think Spigurato would actually evolve into an Iberian Wings, because if it's based off, that area, and I think we, unlike Feraligatr, I think Fuecoco should turn into like a Quadrupedal Crocodile Pokemon. Spigurito should stay Quadrupedal, and Quaxley, of course, should stay Venus as well. But another theory is that Quaxley could be water fighting. That's another one people keep giving it as well. Spigurito will probably become fire, Grass Fairy. And Fuecoco, they might not even have to give it a secondary typing. Okay. But Fire Steel would make a lot of sense too, because it's armor and stuff. Fire Steel, Grass Fairy, and of course Fighting discounted to the Steel. So that's another freeway type being. So Grass Fairy would counter, of course, fighting, and of course Steel is weak to Fairy. That's another pretty good one as well. So, but it would basically just give Fuecoco too much of an advantage as well. Water Dark would also be pretty cool as well. So yep, that's basically about the starters. Goodbye.